checking right now with Dragondark to see if he's ready to go. I think the new Bubsy will be Kusa worthy. I'm not completely sure. I think Dragondark was just doing his 30 seconds of control testing, which is allowed. And so, good. I think that we are going to be set. Yeah, an hour of that gun noise. You're going to hear a lot of it. Okay, here we go. We're going to go ahead and get rockin'. Wish them luck because it is time for Duck Dodgers. Okay? And everybody loves ducks. And I think that we're going to enjoy a little bit of pain. Again, I think this is honestly the best game that we're going to have for today. As soon as I see movement in one of the stages, I will start the timer, and there we go. Dragondark starting us off. Okay, Exuno just a few seconds behind, getting into the level. Exuno shooting a cactus. Poor cactus guy. Falling into lava a bit. So immediately you'll see some pretty fast action going on here, but the controls feel a little bit clunky, especially the jetpack, and you're going to see some fun jetpack action on both sides. So where they need to get is right to the top right where Dragondark is going. This is a boss fight. So Dragondark using some of his stronger weapons to take down... What are these enemies called? I don't remember what they're called. Yeah, get ready. You're going to hear Mother a lot. And Dragondark has finished stage 1. That was a really fast time. Exuno still has a little ways to go. Yeah, today is not Mother's Day, it's Father's Day. Don't forget, Father's Day today. Okay, Exuno having a little bit of a hard time with the jetpack again. You only have so much fuel, so if you were going to try to get up somewhere, you might not be able to if you start running out of fuel. They're just Martian goons. Okay, Dragondark sitting down on the floor and shooting. Yeah, the gun does have knockback, so if you're not used to the knockback, it's really easy to find yourself falling into the lava. Exuno taking a death pretty early on. Dragondark continuing on. Spooky Goon over there. Wow, I love the animation of him just running left and shooting. Ducking and shooting is pretty much the best as well. Just sit on your butt and shoot. Like, I would say that the people making the sprites for this game did a really good job. The sprites are fantastic. Also, I'm going to agree with Cam Lone Mouse Wolf. Darkman is definitely hard enough for revenge. I think it was a perfect game for the revenge round. Hey, Carrie. Oh, wait. You're trying to plot what I'm going to play? Oh my gosh. Well, there are options. The lava skip, indeed. Dragondark and Exuno appear to be on the same stage. Exuno has 2 lives left. Dragondark has 3. Again, this is the default normal difficulty. Dragondark looks like he's on to the boss of this second stage. Again, not really a boss. You fight 2 goons and then you're done. And these guns have a little bit more life. Yay! You saved Monopoly Money Man. Congratulations, Dragondark. This looks like a game, so you can't vote for it. I see how it is. Okay, Dragondark jumping over some of the lava. Exuno trying to figure out where to go on this stage. What is Twosogrande Revenge? It is the game that I am forced to play tomorrow night. Well, it's usually either Monday or Tuesday. I'm planning for it to be tomorrow. What game do I want to play? It looks like we already have quite a few votes. Now, as a note, I already beat Bakabon, so if you make me play it, I'm going to blast through it. Just FYI. This game actually looks like fun. I don't know, Slothbeard. It's pretty not too much fun. The music isn't great. The controls feel pretty awkward when you're playing through it. And yeah, as soon as we get past some of these early stages, it's definitely at a point where it's so difficult, they're just going to struggle. As you see, Exuno just having a hard time getting up on the elevator. At times, if you jump just right, it really feels like you're on ice skates. You just plow through everywhere. Yeah, the controls aren't great, and you're gonna see stuff coming up later. Dark finding secret walls. Of course, Dragondarch would go for secrets. He's just exploring everywhere he can go. The web feed of Daffys, they're pretty slick. Like, yeah, I played this as a kid, and I had a lot of fun as a kid, but the things are awkward enough, I feel, that it is a game that has its own challenge and has enough crap in it. Oh no, Exuno died and killed the guy. Unfortunately, it gives it to the boss and not to Exuno, so Exuno's going to have to go through this again. If Roadrunner for SNES is any indication, this is not a good game. Ha, Garbanzo guy. Okay, and Exuno finishes that mini-boss, moving on to the next stage. It should be the same stage that Dragondarch is on. Dragondarch has made a significant amount of progress, though. We'll have to see who gets towards the end first. Dragondarch gets a checkpoint. Okay. Nope, Crash Cat. It's okay. I timed you out. Everybody gets timed out. That's how life is. Wow, there is a lot of percussion in this music. I don't know. I'm hoping some of the later music gets more exciting because this is pretty boring music. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. This game is bad. Andy, I told you. Like, I've been trying to tell people in chat this game is bad. Like, it's not the worst game that we've had, no. But it looks nice, but it's not a good game. I love the butt slide. The butt slide is pretty adorable. Dragondarch on to the first real boss of the game. Ooh, has a little bit of a machine gun, but that puts Dragondarch currently in the lead. Exuno is in second. Has a little bit of work. He needs to get to the double Martian battle and then face Marvin. You want to see some nutty? Oh, I think you'll see some nutty sometime. Oh, Dragondarch, it's trying to pinch his butt. Yeah, there we go. I got his butt. Perfect. What's the name of this game? Daffy Duck the Marvin Missions. Or it might be Duck Dodgers the Marvin Mission. I'm glad that everybody likes the voice clips in this. Solid stuff. Okay, Exuno trying to jump up and deal some damage. Oh, he actually used his gun as a sort of backwards boost so that he could make the jump. That was nice. Unfortunately, shooting, he went backwards and ran into the enemy just because of the momentum that shooting causes for you. Moneybags is freed. Very, very nice. Oh, yeah, Reg, don't worry. Everybody gets timed out in my chat. That is live. But yeah, because they are both in chat, be aware that anything you say could be seen by the runners. They're here, one, for enjoyment, and two, in case we need any sort of, or have any sort of emergency, which happens. If you ever saw Tubin, it happens. You played this game as a kid? Oh, Dragondarch! Yes! He is a hero. Looks like Exuno is going to be continuing. Fair enough. 20,000 Martians under the sea for Dragondarch. Moving on to Aquarian. Okay. And now he gets to do a little bit of shopping. I would probably go for the extra life first. Nope. Not for Dragondarch. Well. The health on the bosses are another reason for Kuso status. Yeah, pretty much. This is as far as you've ever gotten. Let me turn the music down just a little bit. I think it's starting to get a bit high for you. Nah, Reg, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's just how it goes. We time everybody out. It's life. If you've never been timed out, then it's kind of surprising. Oh, Exuno getting shot. Let's see what he's able to do with the boss. Again, this boss is kind of a jerk. You have to deal a lot of shots, and it doesn't tell you how far along you are to killing this boss. Okay, Exuno getting some good jumps, but unfortunately, too bad. The music is super menacing. Like, I don't know, when you're making a game that's based off of a cartoon, make music that's actually kind of entertaining. How about that? This is a rad. Okay, Dragondarch. Oh my gosh. What jerk dragons here, seriously. And Exuno is game over. He's going to be starting over. Sad day. What happened to Dragondarch? Oh, he did his nutty attack. I don't think it actually hurt the... Maybe it hurt the bad guys. I'm not completely sure. That's all, folks, for Exuno. That's okay. We're 12 minutes in. Exuno still has a lot of room to catch up. Honestly, because of the continues, the way that continues work, you only have a limited number, so Dragondarch could potentially run out of continues and have to start the game over. You know, it wouldn't be too surprising. You called me a monster, Camlone Mousewolf? Well, yeah, you can call me a monster all you want, that's fine. Exuno has two ends. What are the ends at the bottom? They're just throbbing ends. No. That's how I read it. Okay, Dragondarch continuing on through the stage. Okay, Kata says N is the nutty attack icon. Thank you for the whisper. Oh yeah, that's fair enough. You've been grossly informed about the climate of Mars. Yeah, Mars is pretty warm, actually. Let's be real here. Lots of lava. Oh, you want to call me a monster for BB's kids? That's fair enough, too. Okay, Dragondarch still continuing on. Ooh. Yeah. Okay. BB's Kids is a classic, but yeah, it's pretty terrible. Dragondarch continuing guns and killing fish. Ooh, scary fish. Yeah, this is Aquarion. Have no idea where they got that name. Jeez, thank you for being original when it comes to naming stuff. This music is so mediocre. Oh my gosh. Please. Like, it's almost not mediocre. It's almost... I don't know. I'm not a fan of this music, okay? But hey, it got approved by somebody. Yeah, this is pretty bad for Sunsoft. Let's be real here. Ooh, Dragondarch descending down beneath the sea. And was that an extra continue that Dragondarch gathered? It might have been. This is still better than the Lion King from last night. Yeah, well, most things are better than the Lion King from last night. Let's be real here. Okay, Exuno uses a little bit of the blaster pack to get across the lava. See, here's the thing. The controls are really weird, especially with the jetpack. And until you get used to it, like, you're gonna be falling into lava and just taking damage left and right. Dragondarch seems to get a hold of really bad controls pretty easily, so I wouldn't be too surprised that he's, you know, that he's figuring that out pretty well. Okay, Dragondarch. Looks like he's fighting boss. Well, unfortunately, the boss just wrecked him. What was that? How do you beat it? Nope. Maybe? What is this game? Okay, you literally do just have to shoot it until it dies. This is dumb. This is so dumb. Like, it looked like there was no way to actually get through without taking damage. Plexel is saying, think you're expected to use a stronger gun on that boss. Yeah, I think you're right, but still, what if you get there without stronger guns? Are you just gonna, like, take damage? It's like, yeah, required to take damage. I mean, to some degree, I sort of agree that forcing people to take damage isn't the worst possible thing. Maybe Dragondarch just has to duck and shoot his way through here. Let's see. Yep, that is the intended way to get through. That's kind of adorable, actually. I like it. Are we still questioning how bad this game is now? No, I'm not. I'm not Camlone Mousewolf. But yeah, Plexel, you're probably right. There are guns in the game that you can collect earlier that will do more damage, so switching to a different gun for bosses is usually a good idea. Yeah, I like that mechanic. I like the sit down and shoot in order to go through tight spaces. Rather than crawling, you just sort of do the butt boost. Yeah, look at that. See? It's good stuff. Apparently there's a... Oh, yeah, go ahead and time him out. Yeah, be aware, Exuno knows how to see the minimap. Dragondarch does not, so don't spoil it for Dragondarch. Stronger guns, according to Plexel, stronger guns do a lot more damage, like 5 times or so. So that is significant. Reg, that's okay. Just be aware, what one person knows, the other person might not know. So if you do need to say something that could be a spoiler, just go ahead and whisper it to me. That's fine. Okay, Exuno onto the boss. Wow, this music hurts. You can also whisper me if you're a little bit lonely. Oh boy. I suppose so. Crash Cat sent a whisper. Looks like the continues cost 5 diamonds, so you gotta pick up multiple. Dark is down to 2 diamonds, so if Dark does run out of lives, he may end up not being able to continue. So that is good information to know. So diamonds are precious. Oh, well, that's good to know. Yeah, Poexel, I'm not sure how you know about every king, but it seems like you do. I'm glad that you stop by and whisper every once in a while. Okay, Martians. Dragondarch is using his shield, and it's pretty successful, that shield. I like it. Dragondarch taking a little bit of damage. Arrows to the back. Spooky stuff. Okay, Exuno just being slow, taking this boss methodically. Again, using stronger weapons is probably a good idea. Okay, Exuno dealing a lot more damage, probably using a powered up weapon. He's all back to his normal weapon. Okay, dealing more damage now. Is he gonna get through? Wow, this boss has a lot of life. And Exuno using his nutty attack and using his other nutty attack. Is that enough? And Exuno manages to get through the boss, I think, with just 1 hit left. Holy crap. That was close. Mother indeed, chat. Mother. Yeah. Exuno moving on to the underwater levels. Again, Dragondarch has a significant amount of progress in here already. Just trying to use these bubbles in order to get up to the platforms. Okay, good job, Dragondarch. Just gotta use your shield. Okay, he knows how to use his shield pretty well, though. Martian went down pretty quickly, though. Perfect. Apparently they talk about duck dodgers in every major paper. If they haven't talked about it in your paper, you're probably don't have a great newspaper, okay? You should subscribe elsewhere, okay? Maybe like the LA Times. Even if you don't live in LA, it's fine, okay? Oh, watch out for the flying Martians, Exuno. Okay, he's managing to dodge them pretty well. Good, good. What about here? Oh, they are right on your tail. They're coming to get you, Exuno. Okay, and it is boss time for Exuno. Mini boss, not really too stressful. Took Dragondarch a little while to kill these guys. I mean, they deal a lot of damage. When I say a lot of damage, I mean the normal amount that you take every time you get hit. But, you know, it's a lot. It's significant. And it's kind of difficult to hit them since they're moving so quickly. Okay. Dragondarch onto some metalworks. You just got to make sure that you're hitting the correct side in order to blow these up. Otherwise, you're going to get smushed and die. But Dragondarch is through the elevator portion, and it looks like we are on to another Marvin the Martian boss battle. Let's see how Dragondarch is able to fare here. Now remember, per the story of Looney Tunes, if any of these pellets touch the water, they turn into Martians, so Dragondarch has to fight and make sure to destroy... Like, destroying the bottle of pellets, though, seems like a bad idea, because they're all going to fall into the water, so kind of bad. And Dragondark takes a death. Does he have... Yep. He did have an extra life, so that's great. Okay, what's nice is that occasionally fuel drops. Not really a huge deal. The thing is, does Dragondark want to destroy that? Cadus is sending me a message and saying the pellet holder is a shield for Marvin. Do not spoil that, but yeah, I believe so. You do not want to hit Marvin's shield, so Dragondark is doing literally the opposite of what he should be doing. So don't say anything in chat. Exuno fighting the flying dragon. I don't know, they look like Pez dispensers, okay? We have Draggy the Pez dispenser flying around. Dragondark still trying to fight the shield. Doing a pretty good... Oh boy, this shield is super defensive. Good stuff. But they keep dropping a lot of fuel, so I mean there's that. I'm just dying here. I'm dying. This is pretty funny because yeah, this is zero progress that Dragondark's making right here. So good. He'll figure it out. It's Dragondark. He'll figure it out. Okay. However, Dragondark's death here gives Exuno the chance to start catching up. Yeah, that's it for Dragondark. I don't believe he has any continues left. He will need to start the game over. We are 25 minutes in, and that is a full game over for Dragondark. So what is Exuno going to be able to do? We will have to see. It's okay, though. Hey, thank you for the follow, Ray Cool. Come enjoy this game that we are watching right now, because this is definitely a game. Okay, Dragondark is done shopping. If Exuno can manage to pass Marvin the Martian's second boss, or specifically the water boss, then he is going to be considered in the lead. Until then, Dragondark still has a pretty commanding lead. It's just Exuno's taking it a little bit slower, and that could be to his advantage here. Oh geez, hiccup there. Jeff, thank you for the host. Oh my gosh. This game needs a password function. I would agree. The continue function is kind of okay. I mean, you know, as long as you're good at exploring and collecting diamonds, you're going to have more continues, but still, not the best way to handle it. Like, password function is fine. Is there any reason you need to, like, torture players by making them play your game more? I don't know. As a rickshaw, how often does someone come in and deny that the game that we're playing is bad? Literally all the time. Okay. Exuno manages to kill the gear. Wow, that was actually really fast. How? Happens all the time, but yeah, I'd argue that this game is pretty bad. Dragondark's still starting to make some progress through here. Again, he's been through the early stages enough that he should be able to get through this pretty quickly. He knows where to go and what to do, and he has a good memory to get through stuff again. The Shubinator, this game is bad, I promise you. 100% promise. So remember, we do have this going on. We also have the oh my gosh, Encore, where I play through one of the games that you've seen during this weekend. That will likely happen tomorrow night. Usually do it Mondays because Justin works Monday night, and it's just a good time for me to do it. So, yeah, go ahead. Be sure to tune in for that, and thank you for listing the revenge here. Have I played BB's Kids before? I don't want to say anything, Garbanzo Guy, because saying something might actually make people want to vote for that. Yeah, I would say that this game was probably something that kids played and enjoyed it. I enjoyed this game as a kid, okay? And when I saw it pop up as a suggestion, I thought there's no way that this game is bad. And then I played it today, and I was like, no, this is definitely a game that we need to have. Sounds like pleading the fifth, pleading something. Remember, I have seen the maze portion multiple times, okay? Multiple times, and I totally 100% remember how to get through there on BB's Kids. So yeah, I promise I totally remember how to do it. This reminds you of Bob for SNES, the orange robot game. Is that supposed to be Rob? Except, like, somebody spelled it different? I mean, I can imagine that. Exuno just trying to do a nice gun boost. That was a good boost. I'm glad that this game does give you ways to do boosts. Like, once you get used to the way that all the physics work, you can make them work to your advantage. Even though they're a little bit nutty, shall I say, when you're first learning them. Am I disallowing myself hints? Of course. Occasionally I'll ask chat if I get really stuck. But usually I like to play it as somebody who has never seen the game before. Thank you, Justin. I have a little slice of pizza here. And when I say little, I mean this is definitely a whole meal in one piece. He means Bob. Okay, Bob. Crater Bob. I know that you're really specific about the Bobs that are around, so thank you for the correction. Yes, Dragondarch did game over, but he's up to the boss in the first set of levels. So, again, Dragondarch is really good at learning, and once he knows a stage, figuring out how to get through the areas quickly. So, Dragondarch has beaten the boss that Exuno is... No, has not beaten the boss that Exuno is on. But if he manages to, that's going to be a significant advantage for him. Exuno trying to figure out how to damage this boss. Okay. He's got it figured out. Again, the fuel that the enemies drop, I think, is key to beating the boss that Exuno is fighting. Did Exuno beat him? Yes! Exuno has beaten the boss, taking the lead. Holy crap. Duck drowns Martian plan. Fantastic. Great job, Exuno. And there are Martians all over the place. Yeah, that was a super fast boss. Oh, Justin, did you put the mango balsamic vinegar on this?
What? It's like...
Okay. Anyways, I've got some of the best pizza ever, just FYI. Exuno currently on stage 3 and is in the lead. Well, stage 3, the third set of stages. It looks like there's a moon. So he's currently in the lead. Dragondarch has some work to catch up. But Dragondarch can, you know, we've seen scenarios like this where Dragondarch just manages to come back and take the lead again. He did win the original Twosogrande, so it's not a huge worry, I'd say. Not a huge concern. Dragondark can definitely come back. Do I switch audio for leaders? No. Usually I do audio for one person, and then the other person, we just let them do their own thing. It makes it easier for me. You want to hear the Messy Iceland audio? We will probably hear it when because if Dragondark gets there, then we'll be able to hear it. And I wouldn't be too surprised. A signed copy of Jack and Jill. Yeah, that is not the trophy. I didn't remember to ship the pizza. I didn't remember to ship it. Okay. I need to do it, like, really right away. Like, really. Dragondark still continuing underwater. Ooh, those spooky fish. You shoot them and they become fat. Which is fine. Make me play the Miracle Piano Learning System. Rickshaw, I've played the piano for 11 years, so hopefully I'd be able to get through that pretty quickly. And when I say pretty quickly, I mean not like really quickly. Like, I play the piano, so I'd probably be able to do it. Exuno fighting Marvin the Martian right now. Yeah, I sniped it, so piano learning thing might not be as exciting. Oh, geez. Marvin the Martian swiping around everywhere. Have I played the piano while playing video games? You know what, Nelson JD? I have not. You know what? That would be really cool, Professor Ness. You want to build a suitable cable for your Miracle so you can homebrew and actually use it to control the NES sound chip ROM. Wow, that sounds way too fun. Oh my gosh, you should definitely do that. Exuno going for pacifist. Why kill anything, you know? Just be kind. Martians, they don't deserve to die. What do they ever do? Like, Marvin just causes them to grow by throwing pellets in water, and so sad. It's a sad life. Okay, with that said, people are just joining. Exuno is currently in the lead. Dragondark a couple stages behind at this point. He may be able to start catching up. We'll have to see if he can figure out how to damage the boss when he gets there. But Exuno figured it out really quickly, which I don't know. I'm going to say it seems like a typical Dragondark thing, occasionally getting stuck on things that other people can figure out pretty quickly. But at the same time, even though he gets stuck on certain things like that, he may be able to get through other obstacles a lot faster than other people. It's weird. But it's kind of cool to see that, you know, his way of thinking to solve obstacles is different, but successful. And usually works really well for bad games. Cadus has a point. Dragondarch's only loss in Twosogrande 1 was to the Maze and BB's kids. So, to be fair though, the Maze has done many people in, and it is pain, okay? That Maze is just terrible. And that was a 2-hour match, okay? That took forever. Anyone who would voluntarily run Draken has to be pretty talented. Okay, Dragondarch on to the boss. So yeah, one thing that I would be thinking about while playing this is that what do the enemies drop when you kill them? They drop fuel. And if you use that, why would it give you fuel? Oh, Dragondarch just did 2 nutty attacks and killed Marvin. That's probably a better option. Okay, the nutty attacks did Marvin the Martian in, and now Dragondarch is moving on. Exuno fighting a powerful Martian. That worked. I didn't expect the nutty attacks to work, but they did. Whoa! Mecha Martian. Okay. Exuno opting to not take damage and instead use a nutty attack. Good plan. Okay, very nice. It looks like buying a full continue is $5,000, so it's worth getting the money. I would, like, at the continue screen, I would probably just pump all of my money into diamonds, okay? You should definitely invest in the diamond industry, just FYI. Exuno, though, doing it pretty good. I'm letting them know we have 19 minutes left. This music is a wreck. Wow. Seriously, where are they? Like Io? I see Jupiter in the background. Or one of the other, like, moons out that direction of the solar system. I don't remember. What? Could be Archimedes. Yeah. Europa. No, isn't... Are these all Saturn or Jupiter or Saturn? I'm trying to remember. Could be Europa. Zeus 3. Ooh, Zeus 3. I like it. Oh, this is Zeus 3. Maybe it's Europa before it had a good name. I assume this is our solar system. It's freaking Jupiter in the background, okay? Jupiter kind of looks a little distinct. If you put Jupiter in the background, of course we're going to think it's our planet. Io is pronounced yo. Not for me. Dragondarch taking a little damage. Oh no, Exuno died? No, Exuno got a game over. Oh, that is rough. Exuno, I don't think you're completely out of it. Yeah, Exuno, get back up. A lot of people every once in a while say, you know, let's just go ahead and give up. But yeah, Exuno, I think there is a chance that Exuno could get back to where he was. And it would be good because Dragondarch is raring to take the lead at this point. And chat has a very good point. You know, we've seen people express doubt that they could manage to come back and get past there. But once you know the levels, seriously, half of the difficulty of this game is knowing how the levels work. And so, because Exuno knows where the exit is for this level, he should be able to finish it pretty darn quickly. Like, I would not be too surprised. Yeah, and I know remembering things from half an hour ago is definitely a challenge, but still, you know a lot more than you did when you started this game. So 40 minutes being reduced down to 15, not too surprising. You hate how a lot of Sunsoft games didn't have continues. I mean, technically this game has continues. You just have to work for them. Dragondark trying to avoid lasers. And again, Exuno is technically still in the lead because he managed to get at least a level past where Dragondark is right now. So no guarantee that Dragondark is going to win. But Dragondark has a good chance of taking the lead in just a bit. That's why, as Exuno should work to try to get back in this. Again, don't let Dragondark steal this lead. Back in your day, game over meant game over. Oh boy. I see how it is. Oh, there is a diamond. Dragondark taking a lot of damage to these enemies. We haven't heard Mother in a while, though. Maybe Dragondark forgot about his mother. I'm so sad now. Okay. Good job, Exuno, killing completely innocent creatures. They were just given guns, okay? They don't even know what a gun is, but they know that if they pull the trigger, they'll be safe. They're trying to protect themselves, Exuno, and you're just going and shooting them. I'm so sad. With that said, this is the last match of today. We do have more games, again, probably tomorrow night, next Saturday and Sunday for sure, throughout the week. If you want, I announce everything when I go live on Twitter. You can also just follow for your convenience. Either way is a good way to find out. If you do think that the community is kind of dumb but you want to join it, feel free to jump on the Discord. We mostly just post dumb emotes all day or really crappy music, like this music. That's sort of our life. So it's fun. It's being a really fun community, and I feel like we have a lot of fun. Oh yeah, and we talk about Bubsy too, like half the time as well, because why not? Okay, Exuno finishing the mini-boss 2 for the first world. Dragondark needs to get through this without taking too much more damage. Okay, I think he might be right there. What is this thing he's trying to kill? I don't know. Bad job. You can confirm that it's dumb. Okay. Dragondark killing another enemy. Very, very nice. Oh, thank you, Justin. Wait, you don't hate Bubsy 1 and 2 that much? Oh, man. You are in the right place. Exuno continuing on pretty quickly. Dragondark took another death. I'm a little bit concerned. I don't know if he has enough diamonds for a continue. If he doesn't, and he dies, then he may actually lose. Oh, geez, I'm really worried about Dragondark now. Unikitten, thank you for subbing. Oh my gosh. You just made me happy. Oh, Red Queen Belaya, I don't know that game, but thank you for letting me know. Again, we're just 3 sub points away from getting a new emote on Twitch, so we're really close. Exuno continuing on. And you know what? Never feel stressed about subbing or supporting. Come here for the fun and for the laughs, because that's 90% of the reason why we do this. 95, but we're really close. 96. Dragondark onto the boss. This is, like, Exuno did manage to beat this boss, so let's see what Dragondark is able to do. Oh, jeez. Dragondark almost dead. I'm concerned. Good defense. Okay. Being able to survive is half the battle, so... Dragondark manages to finish that boss. Yeah, we had plenty of mother in that. Good, good, good. Okay, Dragondark is on to the level that Exuno got to. Yeah, I don't think he took the lead quite yet. Exuno did make it away into this level. Dragondark would probably need to get to at least the boss in order to do that. Let's see what he's able to do. Okay, Exuno fighting the boss of Area 1. Dragondark just continuing on in Stage 3 of the third world. I get, you know, you can call it 3-3. Exuno on 1-4 is what I'd say. Yoshiman, thank you for the follow. Dragondark still continuing on. Exuno making fairly quick work of Marvin the Martian. Again, it seems like the nutty attacks are the way to go when you're fighting some of these bosses. It just deals so much damage. Dragondark damage boosting through some of the lasers. I think we're really close to seeing a lead change. And thank you, Caters, for letting them know. Yes, we've got just 10 minutes left of this match. There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom, and instead all we got is this weird ice world. I haven't seen any earth-shattering kabooms. Exuno getting buzzsawed. And I'm not talking about the sound program, I'm talking about actual literal buzzsaws. Exuno just trying to use his normal gun. Again, normal gun does not deal a lot of damage, so understandably, Marvin is not really dying. Come on, Exuno, can you do this? Can you do this? Let's see what he's able to do. Uh-oh. Got the weird little scissors. Yeah, I think Exuno is close to dying. Maybe he doesn't have any other weapons. And there goes Exuno. Okay, and now that Dragondark is at what looks to be the mini-boss of the stage, what do you think? Does Dragondark have the lead at this point? I believe he has made more progress. I don't... Oh, he has used both nutty attacks? Oh, boy. Yeah, going in with nothing for this boss is a little bit rough. Yeah, I don't believe we saw this on Exuno's side, this specific fight. Okay, Dragondark, moving on to the boss. Oh no, Exuno is game over. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, let's go ahead and see how far Dragondark gets. I'm not going to call it unless Dragondark dies and gets game over, but, well, gets game over. Let's go ahead and see how Dragondark does on this weird boss. This is hideous. I don't even know what this is. Dragondark using both nutty attacks. Dragondark just firing all his heavy artillery as much as he can. Unfortunately, this boss is pretty difficult. I think that's it. Is that game over? Nope, he can continue. I don't know if he has any good weapons left though. Let's see what he's gonna do. I don't even know what this boss is, but it's kind of creepy looking. Okay, Dragondark getting used to this pattern. Doing a pretty good job. And the boss is down! Whoa! What is this guy? It's Porky? Oh, poor Porky Pig. No, that wasn't Porky. The Incredible Shrinking Duck is the next set of levels. Very, very nice. Yeah, let's go ahead. and keep seeing how far he'll make it. I have no idea, but, you know, I'm not going to turn it off yet. Let's see what happens. Yeah, good idea switching to a different weapon, Dragondark. Falling down quite a bit. Aw, cute snake. Did Dragondark really shrink down? I guess it's a tiny little worm, but it looked like a snake for a second. You know more about this game than Duck Dodgers itself. Oh, that's great, Zach. I watched quite a bit of Duck Dodgers when I was, or like Looney Tunes, all that stuff when I was younger, you know. Saw pretty much all the Duck Dodgers, I was going to say levels, but episodes, because they're good. Like, this music sounds like it's trying to be good. It's trying. Ooh, Dragondark got another nutty attack. Very, very nice. Oh my gosh. I just had a piece of pizza, but I can't tell you how much hungrier that made me. Holy cow. It is being fun. I don't know. I think this game has been a fun watch. It's rough in places, and it definitely has problems. Worst game ever? No. By far, no. Mediocre music, awkward platforming, and overall just it's very difficult to remember where you need to go, especially if you don't know how to use the mini-map like Dragondark. Why did the caterpillar explode? It's just like, hey, I'm a caterpillar, boom! Like, I have a feeling that evolution would generally work against, like, having creatures that explode as soon as they see anything. This game is also a Kuso game, almost. I'd say it is. You know, it's bad enough that it's pretty Kuso. Speedrun for this is beat the boss in one life or reset. Oh, the last boss. Yeah, I can see that. I say this is a Kuso game. It definitely is. Oh, Symphony, you're falling asleep. We're almost to the end, though. We're so close to the end. Oh, yeah, it's almost not a bad game. Like, it's almost to the point of being good, but it's just where it is where, like, I think that speedrunning this game could be fun, and once you get a hang of all of the awkward physics, it would be an enjoyable playthrough, but it's definitely bad. Wait, the caterpillars in Sonic explode as well? Oh my gosh. Sonic confirmed in Duck Dodgers, or Duck Dodgers confirmed in the Sonic universe? I have no idea. Oh, we've got a bug. What an exciting fight. Why don't you go try to fight all of those Martians that you created, Daffy? Like, that might be helpful. Instead, you're fighting bugs. Yeah, because this is totally what's needed. Watch out. Ice physics in World 3, yeah, those are pretty bad. Yeah, I'd agree. Bad casual game, probably good speedrun. Maybe. Dragondark collecting all the money. The music is not beautiful. Okay, we have just under 2 minutes. Let's go ahead and see how far Dragondark is able to make it. He definitely took the victory in this one, but I'm not going to tell him that. Not until later. Nothing about this is beautiful. The graphics are kind of beautiful. How about that? Like, Duck Dodger's sprite is super legit, and when you sit and shoot, that's adorable, okay? That's about it. Speedrun does a lot of cool skips with the jetpack and recoil physics. Oh, that's good to know, Plexel. Actually, I kind of want to go and watch a speedrun of this game because I think that there are a lot of opportunities for cool stuff. Yeah, Exuno basically quit trying. That's fine, man. That is how it goes. And you know what? No worries, because you're still in the winner's bracket until the end of this match. You still have one extra life, basically, so it's fine. It's fine. Just go kick some major booty in the next match, and you'll be able to stay in this. And you did a really good job. I honestly didn't think Dragondarch was going to pass you for a while, just because he was running low on lives, and I'm pretty sure he did not have any continues left. But then he just managed to pass where you got to. And yeah, he's been playing good the rest of the time. Ooh, spooky dragonfly. My gosh, can I stop the music yet? There we go. Music is done. I'm calling it there. Okay, that is the game. Congratulations, Dragondarch is the victor here. What level did he make it to? He made it to the 4th world. You were in world 3, Exuno. So yeah, Dragondarch had about a 2-level lead, I'd say. You know, you were almost to the boss of level 3, or world 3, whatever it is, the ice world. You were on 3-3, almost to the boss. Okay,